So we're back to our chapter 11 lecture, and we're focused on the different type of coverages provided by auto insurance. All right. So again, coverage A is liability coverage. It provides coverage for bodily injury in the case of an accident, and it provides coverage for property damage in the case of an accident. So on your actual insurance policy, you may see something like 100/300/50 on the policy limit. How do I interpret that? If you have a policy with these amounts, it means that they'll cover up to $100,000 per person injured in an accident, and their medical coverages and their what we call punitive damages, they'll cover $300,000 total for all people combined. So there's 5 people combined. They only pay out a total of $300,000 for all 5 people, and they'll pay up to $50,000 for property damages. The laws require individuals who drive cars to purchase a minimal amount of liability insurance. So in pretty much every state, you are required to have liability insurance, and each state has the policies that will say how much protection you are required to have on your auto insurance policy. Okay? Coverage B is medical payments coverage, insurance against the cost of medical care for you and other passengers in your car when you're at fault in an accident. So coverage A covers the person that you actually hit. When you have coverage B, it provides medical insurance cover for you and anyone that's in your vehicle in the case of an accident that you actually caused. It applies only to the insurance to the insured car. So it's only to protection for you and the passenger that was in your vehicle. Now I won't go through all of these, but this is showing the minimal auto liability insurance requirements for different states. I will go to here the state of Missouri. So for the state of Missouri, when it comes to auto insurance policy, at a minimum, the policy must be $25,000 per person, $50,000 for all people combined, and a minimum of $10,000 for property damage in the state of Missouri. Or perhaps you're in Illinois. For Illinois, it's $20,000 per person, $40,000 for all people combined, a minimum of $15,000 in property damage. So every state has their minimum insurance policy requirements. Coverage C is for uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. So uninsured. So if somebody hits your vehicle and they do not have insurance coverage, they are uninsured. Now, if you have on your policy uninsured motorist coverage, it insures against the cost of bodily injury when an accident is caused by another driver who is not insured. So if somebody hits your vehicle and you have this coverage C, then you're still going to be protected even if they do not have an insurance policy. Now there's what is called underinsured motorist coverage. That means someone has coverage, but it won't cover all your damages. So maybe their policy only covers $10,000 of personal damage, but you have $15,000 worth of personal damage. In that case, if you have underinsured motorist coverage, your policy will make up the difference. So the first $10,000 will be paid by their insurance company. The remaining $5,000 will be picked up by your insurance company. Coverage D is collision and comprehensive coverage. Collision and comprehensive coverage insures against cost of damage to your car resulting from an accident in which the policy holder is at fault. So basically we're saying in the case of an accident that you caused, if you have coverage D, it's going to get your car fixed. And with the comprehensive coverage, insurer gets damage from things such as a flood took place, somebody stole your car, there was a fire, your car has hail damage, riots, and events. If you have comprehensive coverage, pretty much it's going to cover your vehicle from all of these different type of catastrophes. Okay, so make sure you understand what type of coverage you have and your policy coverage A, B, C, or D, and understand the actual limits. Now, although you have auto insurance, you do pay what's called a deductible, a set dollar amount that you're responsible for paying before any coverage is provided by your insurer. So your deductible may be $500, which is a common amount of $500. So that means that although your car repairs may cost $10,000 and you have adequate coverage, if you cause the accident, you must pay your deductible of $5 first, and then the insurance company will cover the remaining portions of it. Okay? Other provisions are available for additional premiums. So there's other type of coverage you can receive on your auto insurance policy for additional costs. You can talk to your insurance agent to find out about those other types of coverages. So summary of auto insurance provisions are in the standard insurance policy. So again, make sure you understand what type of coverages you have in your insurance policy. Expenses incurred by auto insurance company covers claims and lawyer fees. So when someone is filing a claim against you, typically your insurance policy may cover their claim for damages as well as any fees they may have absorbed by the hiring of an attorney. So again, be cautious and make sure you understand the policy and protection provided by your insurance policy. Okay, so let's look at financial damages related to your car in an accident. Liability due to passengers in your car when you're at fault. So again, if you have body insurance liability, it will take care of anyone that's in your car that was injured that you were responsible for. Liability due to passengers in your car when you are not at fault, but the other driver is either uninsured or underinsured. So if you have uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage, it will take care of their individuals. Damage to your own car, as long as you have collision coverage, it will take care of damage to your own car. Treatment of injury to driver and passengers of your car. So again, as long as you have medical insurance coverage as part of your comprehensive package, it will take care of those responsibilities. Okay? Financial damages to the other car or other property in an accident. So again, this is what happens to the person in the other vehicle. Let's say liability due to passenger in the other car. If someone got hurt in the other car, if you have bodily insurance liability, it'll take care of them. Damage to their car or the property, you will have property damage liability for that case. And then if there are any type of financial damages causing from a theft, fire, vandalism, or other, again, non-accident events, then if you have a comprehensive insurance coverage, it will take care of those financial obligations. So again, you want to make sure you understand all of the characteristics, all of the premium policies being covered by your insurance policy. Now, auto insurance premiums. How does the insurance company determine the amount you're going to pay on a monthly basis as an insurance premium? I was getting some water. I'm glad you asked that question. It's based upon the value of your car and the repair record of your car. They'll look at your type of vehicle, what's the value of your vehicle. They'll look to see the amount of damage that your vehicle has been in the accidents in the past. That has an impact. Also, your age has an impact on your insurance policy. The younger you are, the higher your premium is going to be. The mileage on your car has an impact. And also your driving record. So if you're a person with a lot of speeding tickets, involved in different accidents, yes, you're considered to be a riskier client. Therefore, you must pay a higher premium. Other factors, your location, such as your address, where you're located. They do look at the zip code of where you live, and that has an impact on your insurance premium, your driver training, even your school performance, if you're at a certain age, can have an impact on the premium that you're paying to the insurance company. Okay? Now, your insurance company will look at several different quotes to see which policy they feel is the best for you based upon your characteristics. There are several websites you can look at that offer different quotations, compare prices at renewal time. So if your policy renews every 6 months or on an annual basis, you should compare what you're paying to your insurance company against the prices being charged by other insurance company, but also compare the coverage. Can't just be price. Because remember, you got coverage A, B, C, and D. Compare the coverage provided by other insurance companies compared to your coverage. There's a website called insuranceWeb.com that will give you recommendations on the amount of coverage you should have based upon your characteristics, your age, your miles in your car, your car value, those other factors. They'll recommend the amount of coverage that you should have on your insurance policy based upon those various factors. Okay? What happens if you're in an auto accident? Well, contact the police immediately if you're involved in any auto accident. Request information from the other driver, including their insurance information. Okay? So be sure to get a copy of their insurance card, or at least write down the name of their insurance company and their insurance policy. Obtain contact from witnesses if anyone has seen the accident. Get their contact information just in case you might need them later, and take pictures of any evidence. So take pictures to show any type of damage to your vehicle, any type of picture that will show how the accident took place. Take pictures of any evidence pertaining to the accident. Okay, so write down all the details of the accident, who did what happened, etc. Get a copy of the police report. That's important. So you want to make sure you get a copy of the police report and file a claim with your insurance company immediately. Say receive any expenses pertaining to the accident and submit those to your insurance company. Now, what wasn't mentioned, in case that you are injured, you also want to make sure that you go to see a doctor as well immediately. Okay. Sometimes you say, well, yeah, I feel fine. But sometimes if you're hit, especially from the back, you may feel fine that day, but you may have a stiff neck the next day. So it's as a precaution, it's better to go to the doctor to make sure you're okay than just think that you are doing okay. Okay? So this is just a sample of an insurance policy for Stephanie. It has a policy number. It tells when the coverage began, what type of car that she has. Her premium is going to be, in this case, like it's $1,100 with the amount due. One driver, age 25. The use of the car less than 10,000 miles per year. So it tells the type of coverage that she has, and it gives a total for her coverage of $1,220. But then there's some discount for having anti-lock brakes, no accident within the last 7 years. So after the discounts, her premium is for $1,100. So again, look at your auto insurance policy and make sure you understand the coverage being provided by your auto insurance company. Okay? Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about homeowners insurance. Homeowners insurance provides insurance in the event of a property damage, theft, or personal liability relating to your home. It covers events from a fire over to a burglary that may have taken place. Their homeowners insurance structure will be called 6 packages, and we'll talk about those, each covering different perils and will be called different amounts. Okay? So we're going to come back and conclude our Chapter 11 discussion. We're going to talk in detail about homeowners insurance.